Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, it's another cold morning here in the state of Maine, and my pellet stove won't fire up, and I know why, because I haven't cleaned it in quite a while. So I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me here on Maine Simplicity and clean a pellet stove. I'm not going to do a whole thorough, spring cleaning on it. I'm just going to do the combustion chamber area cleaning. Just to get it to start burning more of the pellets. A lot of the pellets are being wasted because they're not burning thoroughly because the combustion chamber needs to be cleaned so it has a better air transfer going through it. Right now, the pellets are not burning thoroughly, and it's filling up the entire inside of the chamber with ash and everything else. But I'll show you once I get into it. So I got the old standby going here. This is an Atlantic kitchen burner. This will heat the entire garage, no problem. I don't know if you guys ever seen one of these, but if you get your hands on one, don't let it go. It's an Atlantic kitchen heater, number 121A. These are made in Portland, Maine. Right there, Portland, Maine. Portland Stone Foundry Company of Portland, Maine makes the Atlantic kitchen heater. They work beautiful. Once you get them stoked up and they get going, they really throw off a lot of heat. So anyways, back to this problem. Let me just open this up and show you what's going on. Now the first thing I got to do is just wipe that window down. What did I do with my rag? Hang on a second, guys. I got it right over here. I don't try to thoroughly clean the glass. I mean, I should, but I just take and get all the soot off of it. Just back this up so you guys can see. And I replaced this gasket not too long ago. And what you want to do is just clean the gasket and get all the soot down off of that. Oops, I don't even have you guys down here. Just clean that up real good. Now, you look in here, we're pretty full. We're pretty full. All right. Now, a lot of you guys probably didn't know it. You're probably in there vacuuming out this burn chamber every morning and putting your pellets in. This burn chamber comes out. Come on. Hang on a second, guy. I gotta put you down. I'm gonna put you down over here. And where'd my weight go? Oh, here it is. Hang on one second. Get you here in position. Okay. So anyways, probably a lot of you didn't know that this burn pot comes right out. Okay? And then the front of it opens up, and you just go like this, and you can just empty that pot right out. Then you got to make sure these little holes down here are, all open. And take yourself a nice stiff brush and clean the burn pot. These things you gotta keep them clean, or they'll overheat, and they are expensive to replace. This pot itself right here is $80. Okay. All right. So now you got your pot nice and clean. You can put that back together and leave that out. Now, what you need to do, there's 3 plates. This is a New England pellet stove, and they're pretty much all the same. You reach in the middle, and this middle transfer plate comes out. It's actually, these plates are in to get air to go in behind this and just get yourself a nice burn. And then this plate comes right out. And then there's another plate on this side. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a plate on this side you take out. Now, I'm going to get a flashlight, and I'm going to get you guys right inside the stove. and show you how this thing works. So anyways, the pellets come down this chute right here into the burn pot. Okay, again, the burn pot's in here, it's not there right now. And then all the heat, all right, goes up and around the combustion chamber, and then the blower blows it out these holes here. Okay, off the top of this. So if the top of that up there is not clean, you're not going to get a good heat transfer. And also down here is your vent pipe, your exhaust goes right out there. Your gases and everything. And if that's clogged, it won't burn right either. And look how really clogged up this thing is. It's in pretty bad shape. But anyways, you take the brush and you just get to going. So let me put you there, and I'll just give it a brush down, and then what you do is you vacuum it out. All right, let me just get you guys so you can watch what's going on. All right, so I start on the top. I just brush it down, get off all the loose scale and whatever else is on top. And I am going to get a mask, because you really should have a mask for this, because that stuff is brutal. Let's see, where's my mask? There we go, I got a mask. Because these pellets are, when they burn, they go into a very, very fine ash. And boy, they go all over the place. Then make sure your door is good and brushed off for a good seal. Because if you don't have a good seal on your door, it doesn't create that vacuum or whatever it needs to burn the pellets properly. Brush this all down. What I'm doing is I'm brushing it all down to the bottom, and then I'm going to vacuum it out. That's a beast in itself right there on how you do that. Alright, just keep on going, guys. Hope I'm not boring you. Just get all that ash and crud off of this back wall, the top. And that'll get the air going inside here a lot better. And as you can see, this thing was clogged pretty bad. I haven't done it in a while. I don't know why. Oh, man. Ugh. I don't know why I haven't done it. I got nothing but time on my hands now. Wow, that's terrible stuff. But this is what's got to be done, guys. Every once in a while on your pellet stove. It's got to be thoroughly cleaned out. Well, not thoroughly. You know what I mean. If you want the pellets to last longer, you got to clean it. See that? Every nook and cranny's got some of that crud in it. And you get it all down to the bottom. Once you get it to the bottom, you're going to vacuum it out. But what I do is I leave my vacuum cleaner outside, because I tell you what, you start sucking this stuff up, vacuum cleaner, even a vacuum cleaner made for this type of work can't handle it, and it'll start blowing this freaking soot all over your house, your garage, and everything else. That's why when I do this, I set the vacuum cleaner outside, and I have a long hose attached to it and bring it inside. All right, let's take a look inside. Nope, still got some more in there. Got some more on that back wall. Oh, look at that, right up here on the top. there's a channel that runs right from here all the way up to the top. Make sure that's not plugged. Get that all cleaned out. Ah, there's still more up there. There we go, got that. All right, now, then you take your plates and you do the same thing. Just give them a good brush down. Get all of that ash off of there. And the best thing to do is do this when your wife's not home, because it does make a mess, especially if this thing is in your living room. You're gonna have a lot of cleanup to do. All right, that one's done. Yeah, good brush up. Again, with you cleaning this, it's gonna give your stove a lot better performance, because it can breathe. It's going to give it also a lot better heat transfer. You get a lot more heat out of it, and it's going to burn your pellets a lot more efficiently, because it's got that proper airflow. Alright, now it's all set. Oh. Let me show you what I got on my vacuum. So here's the end of the hose, and then I got it taped. And this right here is actually made for pellet stoves, but I used it twice, and I tried to clean the filters and everything else. Every time you turn it on and do your stove, it just emits a big cloud of soot and dust and everything else right out through that hole. It basically becomes uncleanable. So what I do is I shove it outside and I add it on this hose, and it works pretty well. So I'm not going to bore you with me putting that outside and getting it all powered up. I'll turn this back on once I start vacuuming. Alright guys, I got the vacuum running. And then you just clean everything out, every little orifice. I wonder if you guys can see how much that's throwing soot out there. Let me just see. No, not too bad. But still, you don't want that in your house. Alright, let's continue. Now down in inside this burn pot, you got to make sure you get it nice and clean, because that's where your igniter is. I'll show you the igniter here in a minute. Alright guys, that should be good enough. Let me just shut the vacuum off. Alright, let's take a tour of the inside. Whoa, whoa, where are you going? Lot cleaner. Oh, I gotta get that little spot there. Lot cleaner now in there. Alright, I'll get that little spot later. Alright, so I just wanted to show you one thing. Down inside the burn pot, the reason you gotta get that good and clean down there, if I get my light going, right there, that's your burner. That's what starts your pellets on fire. That's got to be good and clean. Alright, so let's throw these plates back in. That's the center plate. Let's see, this is, I believe it's this side. Oops, I did that wrong. Bring this over. And then, if you look guys, there's some hooks. And it's very easy just to hook it right in there. Bring that over. Hook it. And then your back plate has hooks on it. Just bring it in. Bring it up and just hook it right onto the back plate. There we go. That's in, that's in, that's in. All right. Okay. And then there's your burn pot. I'm going to take the burn pot and you feed it in like this at an angle and back and bang, it goes right in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish cleaning up and I'm going to crank it up and let's see how it burns. Hang on guys. Alright everybody, as you can see, my cleaning of the pellet stove worked beautifully. And now it's really throwing off some good heat. It's got a nice steady flame. It's throwing out some very good heat. You can't stand in one of these things too long or your clothes will start on fire. But working perfectly. Alright guys, if you liked watching Maine Simplicity, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Ring the bell, subscribe, and get those likes in here, guys. We know who's watching. We've got some names. Get that thumb up there. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.